Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa's like investigator. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa's like investigator. So, hi guys. So I feel kind of bad. I said the thing about the whole thing about the comments last time I was annoyed or whatever. Don't worry too much about it. Okay, I get sometimes I explode. Please don't take it to. I felt bad. I wrote to people's. And it's just that sometimes when I'm doing the vision, I said before, if I'm doing the visions, don't act like it's. I just wanted to say this. Once I see, when I have a question, right, I close my eyes, and what I'm trying to explain what's coming, what's on my mind. This is what I strive to do because it's short and it's very specific. So it doesn't, but it only applies to that question. When people ask me, does that apply to whatever else? And I get so mad. Because no, it doesn't. Okay, so just feel like maybe I should say it. It's very only one thing, I think. So anyway. So wow, guys, so interesting. I had a personal reading with someone in the group, and it's so funny. I was crying. Guys, sometimes I cry. I think I'm having my period. Hopefully, I was like, I must have cancer because I'm feeling this thing in the back. I was like, I'm soon gonna have I was like, I'm dying soon. Well, we'll do, I was like, I'm dying soon, just so you know. And I do cardio. Seriously, I was like, am I gonna die? Am I gonna die right now? Do I have cancer? Oh my God, sorry. Anyway, so guys, oh my God, so many questions. I was like, yesterday, I was like, no, there's not that many, not much stuff going on. And then now that I discover I'm a genius. Instead of writing on my notebook, I put a cut and paste. Cut and paste. Whoa. So now it's so much easier. It's so much easier. You know what I mean? So, here is the question. Yeah, then I really like taking the notes afterwards. You can do the notes because you already have the questions. Oh. Very, very smart. So anyway, guys, I'm not saying, I was like, no, this is proof. I'm dying soon. I'm going tomorrow. I hope it's not painful. No, I'm not gonna, but that's sometimes I don't know if you have this. I was like, it's always before my period. I was like, no, actually, I think I'm gonna have my period. That's why. So I'm just, anyway, so I'm like, yeah, I don't know, guys, it's so interesting. It's just like, I think I have to go to the gym. I haven't been going to the gym very much. I feel bloated, it's not very nice. Well, a good feeling. But I wanted to say that it's so interesting, the list of questions, guys. I'm just gonna go straight to the point, okay? I realized I was watching Nicole Wallace. And I don't think I've ever asked this question directly, okay, which is Trump. Is he a witting, I think he's a Russian agent, okay? He's doing what Putin wants. We know that's obvious. The question is he a witting agent? He's like, okay, I'm working on behalf of Russia. Like he knows you know what I mean? Yeah, daughter is always on, yeah. So guys, seriously, do you think, this is a question. I'm like, is Trump a Russian, a full legit Russian agent? I mean, I guess not that it matters, not that the crime is not a crime, but I'm just like, is he like, okay, I'm here, supporting the interests of Mother Russia, whatever? Does he talk like that? I mean, because it's like I said, it's obvious he does what Putin wants. The question is he just self-absorbed that he does it because he thinks it's best for him, or does he actually have an allegiance to Russia? Okay. Well, how do you say Russia? Do you have my emails? Russia. Right? So anyway, I'm just gonna go straight ask, guys, because that's the question. Is he an actual Russian agent? He's an asset. Yeah, that's right. Not an agent, asset. Yeah, because they were saying the difference is witting or unwitting, right? Meaning he's like actually, maybe he had a, had something like, like a book, like, yes, I pledge to do whatever Russians want. Yeah, I want to do what they want. Yeah. Yeah, so I think it is, but I like to clarify it, guys, because it's obvious, okay? To be but I'm talking, what I mean by that is a sense of allegiance. I know that he does, yeah, maybe both, but let's just figure out. I want to know, okay? Because that's what I feel like. Obviously, he's harming the country. This is beyond, I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, whatever. It's obvious that all of this stuff that he's doing is not good, okay? This whole, like, what is it, tariffs, and all, anything. Like it's obvious. It's not doing good for the country. It's not, okay. He doesn't seem beyond. Let's figure out for Russia trash. So what? How does his mind think of this? Okay, exactly. So that's what I think. I think does he make? Did he? For example, they say that these mob organizations, when you join, you're supposed to to say, okay, I promise to do whatever is asked of me or whatever, And so was there some sort of initiation ritual? I don't know. Was this like a actual? So I want to know. Okay. So I'm just gonna ask, guys, okay? So I'm gonna ask this quickly. Before I do that, I'm going to ask for protections. A beautiful ray of light hitting the top of my head as I breathe in. I feel like protection as I exhale. I see a beautiful sphere made out of light. I step right in, invite everybody to come with me. And they were protected in a bubble of light. Okay, so protections, invite everybody. Well, here, and ask for the good and only the good and the most precise and clear images. So I'm gonna get started with the question. Hard question. Is Trump a witting agent of the Russians or unwitting? Meaning, has he pledged allegiance to the Russians, like to Russia, the country, to destroy the U.S. or how is the mental situation? What is that? What is it? Okay. So this was interesting, guys. So what it shows, okay, is that it gave me, because sometimes I consciously choose images, but I don't think it necessarily gave me. I was about to give an image, but it made it clear to me. So it shows Trump walking, and he has to choose two different roads, okay, to go on the left and the right. And on the left it shows the Russian flag, and towards the right is the U.S. flag. He goes with the Russian flag, and it explains why. Okay, so it shows that his whole life, and I remember reading about this in New York before he ever became a presidential candidate. He always wanted to belong. Okay, he's a guy from Queens. He always wanted to belong to high society or whatever, right? He had these dreams, like a child's dream or something, that he was going to be accepted. He was going to be, society or whatever he thinks, that that he was not that kid from Queens. He was just like some rich guy, whatever and it's like this, like, cartoon kind of imagery. Okay. Like the way he sees it like this. And so the Russians, in his mind, okay, the Russians accepted him. The Russians gave him what he wanted in his mind. Okay. Meaning they reflected back, for example, they say that a lot of times sales, or con artists, right? What they're good at is giving with the people what he perceives they want. Okay, for example, these men who are like on the internet who say, it's like, oh, I met a great man, and then he found out he has like 5 wives. These men who are constantly finding women online and trying to marry them, whatever. So the same way, the Russians were able to understand what he wanted, his mindset, and gave him that kind of like what is it? Almost like vulgar, like gold and materialistic and all those things. So they gave him what he wanted, okay? Okay. So this is gave him what he wanted. And what I thought was really interesting is that this is how he thinks. Okay, so he thinks they're better. He thinks they know better. He thinks they're better people. He thinks they have better interests. They have better everything. Because it's kind of, I'm trying to think, sometimes everybody has this thing where like a sense of allegiance. I mean, I know for me it's hard to even say it, but I know that sometimes you meet people like, oh, I know. It's like we're one of the same, or we're the same, or like I know, for example, sometimes if I'm or like meet Latin people, like I'd be like sometimes that I feel we could have something in common just for that. But exactly. So then, but it shows that here what happens is that that's the same thing. So then since they start to do what he wants, it's like, and I remember, guys, so still, reading these things about body language, I remember like how to flirt, how to get what you want from a man or whatever. Like I remember some stupid article and they talk about this flirting thing. There's a guys who are con artists have these like, what is it called, red pill or something, that you sit next to a person and you start to mirror what their body, so if a person's sitting like that, you go next to them and you sit like that, and then you start to mimic so that the person feels that you are that you are on their side, that kind of thing. Okay, so the same thing, the Russians were mirrored what he wanted, and so he feels like there's like we're soulmates. Okay, we're great. We see the world the same way. I want to be like Vladdy P. Because in his mind, it's so sad, guys. It's like a cartoon. Everything is a cartoon. It's like he doesn't think of, for example, actual rich people who had real, companies or whatever. I'm not saying that it's not, I don't have anything necessarily against like, oh, a rich person, not about that. It's more like normal people who are rich. There's a job, there's something they've done and they happen to have money, but most of them are not actually flashy. The large majority of people who are not, they're not flashy, right? They're not like, hey, I am dripping in gold. Like, that's dangerous because if you get kidnapped, right? I don't, not all, some people I guess have that, but a lot don't. Because, I mean, they wear nice clothes and everything, but it's not like that's the big thing, okay? But for him, he loves them because they're like, here's my watch. Yeah, diamonds. It's all cartoons. It's almost like they're performing, especially since they were communists before, so they couldn't have things not in the same way. So now it's like it's all about showing, show like a visual, and that's how he understands it. So like I said, he goes on the road of the Russians. Okay, like I said, he chose the road that is friendly to the Russians. He's like, no, the Russians get it, understand. They know. Come on, no, they know better. Do you think I'm gonna be like this guy? This bullshit? No. How you do business? He's saying like the Obama is all about being good, do good or bullshit. Like no, that's not gonna take me anywhere. The whole thing of like service, right, and all those things. No, forget about it. It's all about how we can make money. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, just huh. It's not even magnetism because I feel like I said, guys, not just sex is kind of dangerous like that because he thinks that, like I said, he's very easy to kind of seduce in a way, right? Because in those ways, because it's like he likes things that are flashy. Just, it's interesting showing me also Manafort, right? Like a Manafort, the same thing. Manafort, like I have a big house, I have a gold watch, I have a big suit. It's like it has to show from 500 miles away. Like you have to know that this is a guy who has a big watch and I wear the big shoulder pads and and it's so weird to me, but this is similar, this is like, so this is the same thing. It's like, and so this is it. Okay. So this is it. And it's like all this cartoon kind of thing, situation. And that's like, he does. Okay. So, okay. Trump, are you a Russian agent? What are you? What do you do for the Russians? I do whatever they want. They do business with me. You know what I mean? Whatever. The world changes. Stuff changes all the time. So what? I'm doing what I can to help myself. Yeah. Whatever. So guys, okay. So yeah. So he is doing what the Russians want. He knows it. And that's the bottom line. He knows he's doing what the Russians want. And then it shows that, when Americans are looking into that, whatever, I'm just like, whatever, telling the Russians what he's being asked to do, like the subpoenas, like whatever, they just don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get that the world is going to be so much better. They don't get it, They don't get anything. It just, whatever, whatever. So he again, he's willingly. Hi, Sarah. I'm doing this kind of like a big first subject, which is whether Trump is a witting or unwitting agent. Okay. So anyway, origin of the Russians. So he knows he's doing what the Russians want at the expense of America's interest. Yes, he knows that. And he brushes it off because he really believes it's kind of like, guys, I'm trying to imagine here. It's even hard to understand. It's like he thinks he's seen the light. Okay. He's like, no, it's so much better. So much better. What are you doing this bullshit? Come on, come on. But because the only thing he can, and they're like, the Russians are like so amazed, nobody could be as sociopathic as him because he really does not have any care for anybody else. Okay, he really does not care about people. So this is why he's willing to. He only thinks very short term. It's kind of interesting here. He wants cash now, cash now. So this is weird, guys. You know what I mean? It's kind of interesting, but sad, but weird. Okay. So yeah, so it's kind of weird. Okay. So I'm just like, so yeah, so he knows he's working for he knows he knows he's working for the Russians. He knows he thinks okay, this is the thing. This is the key here. People, and guys, I watched the crime documentary. So they always say, like, it's always like there's always this moment, it's like, well, we thought this person was going to be the main suspect. But then we had a polygraph test and they passed the polygraph test or polygraph. I forgot what they call it. So Trump is like that. He's so psychopathic that he passes those polygraph. If he takes those tests, he passes them, even though he actually confesses in public because because he is so cold. He really does not care about anybody else. This is the thing. The bottom line here, he doesn't care about anybody else. Turns out, but cold, really. Like he's the kind of person that, like, if someone asked me, okay, hi Rosie, Jan B, she's in your group. We were, why don't you go to her? Let's go to her house, kill her, and take her shoes or whatever. I don't know, like some crazy. I'm sorry to say this, Jan B. Not like, but then he's like, oh yeah, expensive shoes, sure, go get. Right, but it's interesting. He doesn't kill. He doesn't do violence directly, but they said he doesn't care about anybody. It's like I mean, I can't even imagine. Imagine if you go through like the process of like have to run for president, only to do what not only to do what other people want, to harm so many. This is what it's like hard to imagine. But this is the thing. It's not that he thinks that. You know what he thinks? He thinks everybody's a dog. Everybody's like, oh, I'm the main character, and everybody else is out there to be loyal to me because I'm the best. I am really, so he doesn't really think that people have value or because he doesn't feel it himself. So anyway, so this is the answer. Okay. So yeah, he is knowingly doing what the Russians want because he likes their system and he doesn't care about anybody. Okay. He does not have loyalty to the country. No, he doesn't. Now, the one thing, guys, his heart, yeah. But the one thing, guys, the one thing that is more than just money. Okay, the other interesting thing here, and I have to say this, is that the Republicans, right? They're also, what happened is that, I don't know, some of the Republicans and the Russians also, they said, okay, we hate Obama. We were racist. We hate Obama. We hate progress. So the Russians are like, hello, this is it. Hi. We don't like Latino people. Don't like the black people. We don't like immigrants. No. You're horrible, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I know. You're horrible. Yeah. So listen, let's get together. Let's get together, get rid of brown people. Yeah. I hate them. So it's just really like, this is the thing, guys, they got, and then what the irony here is that the Southern strategy, okay, which is what the Republicans did to get the white voters, right, is exactly what the Russians are doing to them. Okay, it's exactly the same thing. Southern strategy is like, hello, yeah, do you want the liberal? Huh? Do you want it? Have one? No, I don't still want it, huh? Yeah? Huh? So, you know what I mean? It's like, so this is it. Okay, this is how they all got it. And I want to say, guys, I think I said this before, there was this woman long story about some like people from Silicon Valley who are libertarian. Okay, I'm very convinced that the libertarians are a big part of it because the Kochs are libertarian, right? So it's all about taking down the government. Okay, and they actually believe this, guys. You know, they actually believe it's a good thing. The government is so bad, let's destroy the whole thing. And I remember reading those libertarian people. They were always pushing these articles. They were quoting Lenin, the Russian person. Oh, the Lenin said, let's burn the whole thing to the ground. And I used, at that point I was taking things seriously, but now I'm seeing exactly what they want is the unfortunate shutdown, guys. And somebody else mentioned this too. They want, okay, let me just ask this. Okay, I think this is what I think connects, okay? So it's really, guys, if they got what they wanted, this shutdown will go on forever until they destroy all of the agencies. Okay, they want the shutdown to continue until they just kind of like die. People die or whatever, leave like leaves. You know, like oh, like let's wash our hands or whatever. You know, like let's trees with the dirt, dry leaves. Let's shake it. It's over. So you know what I mean. So this is it. They want destruction is the point. Okay, okay, guys, this is going to be a tough question. Wasn't even listed on the list. Okay, but I want to ask. Okay, so I hope you're all okay with me asking. Is Trump doing this as a means? Okay, let's just ask. Okay, is this shutdown a means to destroy the government? Okay, is Trump doing this? I know first it was supposed to be about the wall, but I think he actually likes the fact that people are not getting paid. Is this done was this a goal to destroy the government? Okay. Hi. Dylan. No. Oh my God. Dylan. Okay. Dylan. Okay. I'm gonna ask guys. Okay. So anyway. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm just like, let's say I'm gonna ask. Okay, guys. I know it sounds harsh, but I want to know: is this their plan to destroy, to let people kind of all these people who don't have work, to let them? Okay, I'm just gonna figure out what is the plan here besides the wall. Do they really want to destroy the government? What? Okay, what's going on? So this was a interesting image here. Okay, so it shows that Trump is like he's like this obese guy, like very very big, but not maybe bigger than what he looks like. Okay, so he's sitting like on a like those people who sit like if there's a like a bench in a park, the person's like spreads out. So he's there, he is. But it shows that it's a bit like a stage where there's chairs and he's sitting there. He's not moving. He's like, I'm sitting here. And you know what? If they don't give me the wall, I'm gonna sit here until whatever I want. Because I don't care. I don't care about anybody. And he's happy. I'm telling you guys, he is happy that people are, he's like, I can't do it gives him pleasure to think that he can destroy the government. I'm serious. That he can affect the livelihoods of all these people. It gives him a sense of that what he does matters. Okay. That's what he's doing. He's like, oh, look at me. I have power. I destroy. Like for him, power means destruction. Okay. So there he is sitting like this, like, I'm waiting. I'm not moving. No, I'm not moving. No. Especially, guys, now because of the investigation. So he actually, and I see him being congratulated behind the scenes by some people. There you go, man. You have the balls to make it happen, Yeah. So he's really sitting there. He's like, okay, doing anything. And then, this is weird, okay? But, this is kind of funny. Or not weird, but funny. Those movies where I think, some law schools have these classrooms. They're like triangular auditorium type. Okay, but it basically looks like he's sitting on the corner and there comes Nancy and the Democrats just push him away. Like eventually the Democrats come and they push him away and he drops. He falls, gets off of it. And then it's like, those cartoons, they have these nets, okay? They have these nets that grab a person or something, through a net. So as soon as he falls, there's a net that falls on top of him and grabs him, and it's a helicopter. Like, take like he's a terrorist and he was removed by a helicopter. So that's what it shows, guys. I said before, I feel like, and I could be wrong. This whole thing is so interesting, how the this reading started with whether he was a unwitting or unwitting agent, but then he kind of organically came this direction. But I just wanted to say this, okay? So he falls, but then when he falls, it shows it's kind of a high, tall place, okay? He falls, and then right away there's a helicopter that takes him. Like like in the cartoons, criminals are always grabbed with those nets. Like, you remember this, like old school cartoons? It's always there's a net, throw a net, and then they're like trying, but they're stuck in the net. So that's Trump. He's caught in the net. Okay, so this is what it is. I think guy is gonna go all the way until the end. I think. Okay, this is what I think. Now that I see this, I've seen this in another video explains it better. This showdown, this whole thing is gonna continue. I think. I don't know, it's not clear to me whether the budget gets there. Basically, he's going to sit down like this, okay, and not move until he's removed. Really, because of what it shows is kind of interesting. Like, yeah, are you coming to get me? Are you coming to get me? He's like, thinks he's winning, and then he's like, bye. It's like in 1 second, he's removed, okay, because he thought until this is so crazy. He doesn't understand. He doesn't listen. So until the very end, he kept believing that he was gonna win. Like, he was like, I'm winning. Are you gonna get me? Huh? No. So he's the whole time he's like, who are you? Who are you? I'm the president. Huh? I'm the president. Who do you think you are? Like, he's that. And then next thing you know, he's like, and then he's like I said, people move. What is that in Portuguese? You say, a fila anda. The line is moving. So literally, people just kind of push him out, and that's it. And it ends like that. It doesn't show that there's a moment where he's like, oh, then he changed his mind, or then became aware of something, or when normally you would think negotiations that are normal are like this. No, he doesn't move, and then boom, bye. Okay, bye. So this is it, guys. Okay, so this is interesting. Now, wow, this is kind of crazy. So wow, this is interesting, right? So this is it. I feel like, remember the whole thing I said, guys. He's gonna pursue this wall bullshit. He's not gonna let go. He's not gonna let go like a dog, like he's not gonna let go of the bone. Okay. So this is it. He's gonna stay there thinking. This is the thing. He thinks he's so happy that he's destroying, these people's livelihoods, and that he can really stop people. When he knows that people don't have food on the table, I think some advisors are telling him, actually, I told you before, maybe I was mocking Sarah Huckabee Sanders. I think it's true what I said, that she has a cousin who doesn't have money to do things. She kind of tells him that, and he actually loves it. Oh, is it true, Sarah? Yeah, is it true? Oh, no food, huh? Because of me? Yeah? Really? Oh, thank you so much. Yeah? Because of me? Yeah. Oh, is it true? Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you. And it's like, person, they can't eat. I have 3 kids. They can't feed the kids or whatever. So, so it's like he doesn't care, and it's terrible, right? So anyway, so that's that. Now this is okay. Now, guys, I have to ask. I have to ask, because what's coming to me, and this is why this. It's funny. I'm asking all these questions that are not even right on the thing. Okay, so this is the question that connects to all of this. Okay, is whether this is the thing. I am getting a feeling here, guys, as I say this, and that the whole thing about Stephen King, is that right? Stephen King, the guy, the racist guy. I forget their names. It's funny, I get them mixed up because I love them so much. I remember the names. So the racist guy, okay, from I forgot Iowa or something, Steve King or something, I think his name is. Then suddenly Turtle was like, "We cannot have these people, these racist people. No, we cannot have. We cannot. We cannot have him. No, we cannot. We cannot have him. No. We cannot have him. No. It's not acceptable." No, what? And then they're like, well, what about Trump? It's exactly the same thing, even worse. Okay, GOP is racist by nature. Now, my sense, guys, I could be totally wrong. Okay, I'm wondering. Let me just think about this. Whether this is the beginning of moves to get rid of Trump, because they're trying to find an angle. Did you see how what's his name, Utah guy? I forget everybody's name that I love now. Mitt Romney, right? He was like, it's not acceptable. No, no, we don't say these things. No, we never do. We don't. You know how so Mitch McConnell angled with Mitt Romney to come up with this narrative. Nobody believes that they actually care about, they don't care about racism. I mean, they let it go. So what I think, I'm going to close my eyes. I could be wrong, but this is what I'm telling you guys. As I saw this movement happening very quickly, I am wondering if the Republicans are going to kind of try to remove Trump in this. They're kind of preparing the base by saying, oh, look, we don't like racists anymore. No, we don't. We don't like it. We don't. Because I think in some ways that's much more acceptable than the Russia stuff. Okay? Do you know what I mean? For them, it's like, okay, they can say, oh, Trump was a traitor. They did whatever George wants to. He's a racist. He's crazy. He's a racist. That's why. We don't need him anymore. We don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. Yeah, so something like that. Okay, so I'm wondering, is this connected? Oh, let's just have a drink. I need a drink here. What is behind this? Because don't you think, guys, it's so strange, the Steve King, whatever, don't you think it's like they didn't do anything before? And then what I thought was very interesting is that Mitch McConnell removed him from all these powerful committees. Okay, and I feel like, who cares? Like, they already, it's like, it's so strange. I feel like it's a power issue here that he's trying to put out an example. And I feel like, do they know he's going to be indicted? What's behind this? Not to say that personally, I don't really care, because I think, like I said it on my Twitter thing. I was like, what is voter suppression if the most concrete expression of racism, right? That's all they do. So, right. So anyway, so let me find out. Okay, what's going on? What is behind this? Okay, what is behind this? And is this connected to some sort of move to get rid of Trump or no? Wow, guys. Wow, this is crazy. I'm like, damn, strange. It's a strange image, guys, that I got. It's bizarre. So I don't think I've ever seen something like it's strange. So it's an image of Mitch McConnell changing his clothes. Okay. So I'm understanding here that there's a lot of people changing their clothes. The Republicans are changing their clothes out. Now, what is interesting about this image, it's like, guys, you can think up these things. It's so perfect and so interesting and so simple. But basically shows that obviously their interior doesn't change, but they're changing, they're changing their outfit. For example, I'm sure you guys had, when you were younger or whatever, had these friends who were like, they would wear the stuff that everybody was wearing. And as soon as the trend changed, they totally changed the trend immediately. This is what it suggests. The changing of the clothes, it means they're going with a new trend. And it shows, guys, kind of a violent image, okay, that it shows it's a prison, kind of looks like a prison to me. But it's not, they're not in prison, it's just the environment is like a prison. Meaning, it's, for example, like tarot cards, they have sometimes images of a prison, but it's not an actual prison. It means that they're stuck, they're imprisoned in this situation. So there they are changing their clothes. They're free to change their clothes, whatever. So it's not an actual prison. So they're like scapegoats. So that's what it shows, guys. They're finding scapegoats. Now so in other words, they're like, okay, we have to survive. How do we do this? We change the outfit. Okay. In other words, we have to create talking points that suggest that we were against Trump, or a lot of ideas here. So I think they are, they kind of change that's the thing. They're finding, because then it shows guys like prison rebellions. When they find a person, they're gonna kill the person in the prison. Sometimes their own other other prisoners they kill. So this is the thing, guys. They go and they kill several prisoners. One of them, among them, and it shows this guy. It shows newness, and it shows all the people that are very blatantly pro the Russia stuff. They're gonna scapegoat them, meaning they're gonna make them pay for the group, pay for the sins of the entire group. So that's what I think is happening here. Okay. Not to say, guys, I'm sure you don't believe, like me, you don't believe that they're good people or anything, but that's what it shows. They're changing their outfits as a means to survive. So they're trying to create, it's so bizarre because they have nothing inside, right? So they're like, in one day they could say, oh, we're against the war, we don't like Russians. And they're like, oh, Russia's great. They change. It doesn't matter to them. It's like a season. For example, I'm trying to think here. I don't know, outfits like sometimes red lipstick is in, tomorrow's nude. So, it changes, but has nothing to do, for something like this. Can you imagine? For them, it's like, whatever, just have to find new talking points. It's like, they almost have like a system. Like, let's find out who we're going to be next. Let's figure out the talking points. Let's do it. Because it shows that Mitt Romney, how Mitt Romney, guys, he's so entitled, okay? He's like, I'm religious and I'm also a good guy and I'm also a capitalist. I'm also, I don't know, he's just kind of entitled, he feels like he's he's the one who deserves to get everything, okay? So this is it. I feel like the Kochs love him. The Kochs adore him, like the Kochs just love him. And I saw, guys, I didn't click on it. Sometimes you see these articles on like CNN, there's just ads, and one of them said, "Oh, the Kochs are now they say they don't care about they want to be bipartisan. They want to solve problems." No, it's not that. It's because they can't control the Russians. That's what it is. They don't care. I mean, please, they don't care. So this is it. They're trying to shift the power balance. Okay, you know what I mean? They're trying to shift the power balance so as to what is the word? It's just like like I said, they want to change the power balance so that the Trump can be removed without much discussion. This is what it shows also, is that the last thing they want is a conversation about Russia. They want to be like, no, it had nothing to do. No. So that as if there's nothing. It's so strange. It's like as if it was just like we're better. This is a bizarre thing. It's like which shows, what is it? They want to say, we chose the high road. We chose the high road. Yeah. We chose the high road. It's not acceptable for us, certain things, because that's the thing, guys. They shows that they are desperate with the hardcore, the radicals, which is the far right, like, the racists, the hardcore racists, those the Russian people, like, those people, like, what's his name? What is that guy? I don't even know, guys. Mark Mander. I don't even know these people. I'm talking about the ones who are like the Freedom Caucus. Yeah, Freedom Caucus. Yeah. So those people who are like insane, they're just kind of pushing for very unreal. So they're kind of like, no, we're better. Yeah, we're better. So okay, let me just ask now: has Mitch decided to remove Trump? Has Mitch decided? I'm sorry, not Mitch. Yeah, Mitch McConnell. I'm like, I get confused. Mitch or Mitt? Who is it? Mitt or Mitt? No, that's right. Mitt is the other one. Okay. So has Mitch McConnell decided to remove Trump? Or is Mitch McConnell moving towards removing Trump? What's going on here? Wow, guys. It's so strange. What's so strange is that I got another very violent image here, okay, that shows that this is the thing. Turtle is like, he's so weird. He shows me, guys. It shows me that he's like the guy with the knife who cuts the the necks of people. You know how I always watch crime. Those crime shows. There's always the most dangerous person in prison. Okay, so the shows that he's the most dangerous person in prison. There's always a crime shows, right? Say the prison shows. So Mitch McConnell is like presented like that. He's the most violent prisoner, and what is really interesting is that it shows that he's gonna come. Yeah, oh my God, I'm like I have very healthy TV habits, streaming habits. So I don't know if you've seen this crime show, not crime shows, prison shows, different, very different. So in this prison show, sometimes they show the cameras when the prisoners go get one person to stab. It's very quick. Okay, it's like the guys walk and they show up and they like stab like crazy. You see on the security camera. This was what it shows, like what's gonna happen to Trump. Suddenly they're gonna be like backstab out of nowhere. Okay, that's that. I mean, guys, will be. I don't think that I do not believe the Republicans are good people at all. I don't think they have. I think this is all like just like these hardcore prisons. It's all about survival, right? So it's the gang situation. The gangs get together, they kill the other ones, whatever. So then what it really is so interesting is that. That's what it is. They change the talking points. They're trying to kind of create this new, this new kind of faction or whatever you call it. The new GOP want to survive it. We're better than racism. Oh yeah, to pretend they have nothing to do with the Russians, and they're gonna backstab Trump because he's too much of a liability. Now this is it. Okay, so they kind of want to let go. That's what I think is happening here. Because you know what I think also, Mitch McConnell has been told that look, bitch. I heard the Joint Chiefs of Staff and Mueller kind of. I'm gonna let this bitch go. No. Are you gonna do something, or are you gonna sit around like a motherfucker turtle? You know what I think. What I saw also, guys, it is like very, very interesting. So Mitch McConnell, I believe it's possible he could do this, and only be thrown in the garbage can thereafter. Once he does it, then this. Remember, guys, I forgot who you guys asked. Remember, there was one day I did the pendulum. You guys said when, I think it was Cynthia's like, oh wait, when is Mitch McConnell going to be indicted? I said April or something like that. Now it makes more sense. Okay, that he's being used to execute he's like the head of the gang, literally in prison, like kind of cut the do all the stuff behind the scenes. And then once he does it, they're like, oh, eject. Oh, turtle, see you later. We make soup. We'll have soup. We love turtle soup. It's your turn to go. So, oh my God, there's not save face. It's not that. It's like, it really, guys, what it is? It's like, I told you before the other day, I was talking about the mafia, what's his name? Paul Castellano. And Giangotti had Paul Castellano killed. Okay, Giangotti got Paul Castellano killed, and it was Sam the Bugorvano who did it. Right? It wasn't. He was no. In this case, it shows. This is what it shows like. It's kind of like mafia wars kind of thing. Okay, that he's like not going to change. Hi, Wendy. So not going to change things. And I think I'm not saying, it's possible that he can move, but it shows, guys, like everything that's going to happen when Trump leaves. I saw before that I thought, he was going to be offered all these things. I think quickly it's possible that Mueller or whoever have already talked or will talk to Mitch McConnell and say, bitch, this is what's going to happen. We want things to happen very quickly, very smoothly. We don't want bullshit. We don't want, So do you want to see your, do you want to see your teenage lover boy? So shut the motherfucker, do what, they're going to pressure him in some ways, but he doesn't care. He doesn't care about, he doesn't care. He's a smart guy, So I feel like they're getting ready to kind of, to give him a chance to transition this kind of smoothly. That's it. And I think he's going to betray Trump in the last minute. They're going to be like, he's like, yes, President Trump. And then suddenly I think the whole thing, if there's some sort of impeachment or whatever, 25th Amendment, I don't know what, I don't think there's going to be a vote, but I think, guys, I don't think there's going to be a vote like a something open, but I think whatever happens quickly happens because Mitch McConnell decides to stab the guy behind, at night. Okay, and nobody, and I think it's the kind of thing that we won't know for years what really happened. Okay, so this is it. Oh my God, is that crazy, guys? It's like not a soap opera movie. Isn't that crazy? Wow, can you imagine? Wow, that's crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's a crazy. Now the readings are so intense because there's so much going on, but also I feel like, don't you guys feel like, I feel like it makes a lot of sense actually. Well, we'll see. Okay. My God, I feel like I'm not in the future. I took trip to future. Live in the future. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, exactly. Lost. Is that right? Oh yeah. Exactly. Lost support. And that's it. But it's not going to happen when there's not going to be a lot of discussion. I feel like it's the kind of situation where 7 p.m. is something, 11 p.m. is something else. It's something where it's going to happen so quickly so that there's not, and I think I was showing here because of national security issues, so that Trump going to help President Putin. Yeah. Hi. No, so that he can't call, when it, you know what I mean? So this is very just, oh my God, guys, I know I have other topics. So I have to move. Unfortunately, I have to move to other topics, but I feel like today, even just now, is like, whoa, boom. Crazy. Okay, so guys, okay. Oh my God, wow. I don't know that I want to do the Brexit because it's so complicated. Okay, let me just see here other things. Okay, other things. Rick's Gate. Okay, I don't know that I want to Gates. Okay. Oh, is that right? Went to the White. Okay, interesting. That's right. Deanna's saying, yeah, they went to the White House one evening. Nixon resigned the next day, but I think it's going to be something about evening here, guys. At night or something. It feels like because I think Trump is like a creature, he's like a rat. It's not. He was like, hey, I'm leaving. See you later. No, he's like he's going to be hiding. He's okay. Oh my God. Okay. I'm seeing here okay, let me just a few other questions. So Carl Bernstein said Sunday the special counsel investigating Trump will find he helped Putin destabilize the United States and interfere 2016 election. Is this true? And why is he saying that now? Okay, let me just ask. So guys, I saw it's kind of interesting here. He's having a like a lunch or drink or something with that there's a person in Mueller's team who is a former Watergate investigator. Okay. One of the people who is guiding this investigation is, like I said, he's sort of like a mentor to Trump. I'm sorry, not Trump, Mueller. Mentor to Mueller, okay? And I forgot his name. He's one of the people in his team. So he was he's guiding Mueller through all of the stuff related to Nixon. And okay. So he's having this lunch or whatever, talking, kind of sitting in a table, like having sort of meal or like it's private, okay? And he's explaining to him what to say. Okay, he's saying to him, like, no, don't leak, but we were trying to give warnings to the country so that they're not surprised. Okay, so it's not as if there is, and they're saying also, he's also saying here, there's not as a report. It's like they think it's hilarious, actually, that he thinks this sort of report is like this meme of the report. It's like Mueller hasn't, when it's like, he's explained to him, when Mueller comes out of the story, it's going to be indictments. It's not going to be like some school report bullshit. I think President, he did bad things. And then I'm going home. No, it's like, boom, you get the letter. Everybody it's like that. Get letter. Everybody gets a letter. It's not like, oh, yeah. No, it's like, it's ridiculous. It's like a stupid idea of the way I don't know who pushed this idea, this report. Hello, he's a bad person. Now you decide what to do. No, that's not what he does. He's not working. He's working to get people in jail. He got people in jail. Yeah. So this is what it's saying. So he's telling him, look, kind of explaining that to him. So we wanted to not wanting you to, but there's just a sense of like, because like I said, it suggests the connection, obviously, that Carl Bernstein was the Watergate person, and he has a connection to this guy from, but I don't know if they're friends or know each other or they trust him from that day. Okay. That it's like, look, we'll go way back. We'll go way back. Yeah. So, so this is it. Okay. So, forget about the, okay, I'm not going to answer. No, let me just finish this. I don't, okay. So this is it. Okay. So that's the story. All right. So, so this is it, guys. Okay. So this is what it's showing. It's like a lot of these stories. Okay. This is also connected to this question. Okay. And guys, please, I'm sorry. I wrote all these questions and I'm just following organically. One thing is leading to another and I'm following. So the next question is Mueller behind some of these leaks? Because it seems as though there's a theme here. Is this correct or no? Or is there some, I know people say he doesn't leak, but what is going on here? Is there some sort of warning? What is going on? Yes. Who's Mueller talking to? Yeah, I think there is some sort of I think there is something where Mueller, I don't know, not Mueller directly, but there is some sort of conversation. Mueller or somebody he calls some people in the media, like the head of the newspapers, not like the editor in the newsroom, but calls the owner of the newspaper, not Mueller himself, but some something to that effect. Okay, just to let them know, like, look, things are going to change, the speed is going to change, just so you know, something like that. It's all very hush hush. It's all very very quiet. Okay, very. It's like not a lot of talk. Just so like, look, the pace is picking. It's sort of like as if seriously he would call, not Mueller, like somebody there who works for him calls and says, look, the pace is picking up. This is the narrative that we understand. Okay, so that's all kind of like very, very quick. They get it. So they're kind of, then the owners or whoever you call the head of the newsrooms, I don't know who, it's like all these media, big, NBC, CNN, whatever you call it. Okay, so they're preparing them by telling them the not flavor, but just kind of no warning, but kind of saying, look, it's like, for example, if there has been an accident, you're going to drive to a certain place, there has been an accident, someone's going to call you, look, you should prepare yourself, there's going to be some wait, because that kind of thing, prepare yourself for this. That's the warning they're giving. Not warning, it's not like they're it's just like very calmly, okay, this is what we're expecting to come. So this is it. So yes, wind down, because there is some very light preparation, and it's like, guys, it's showing that it's a bit like, affirmations, like, he is a traitor. President Trump is a traitor. He is a traitor. He works for the Russians. He works, so have you noticed how now, I feel like we knew that before, but somehow there was not a lot of discussion about this. Now they're saying it directly. Is this treason? Does he work for the Russians? Is it treason? Does he work for, so, okay. So this is it. Okay, now let's just finish the questions. I've already, guys, I've already gone over this so many times to prepare. Now there's more questions here. Okay, so let me finish more. There's so many questions. I have so many questions. Okay. Yeah, he's doing exactly. So this is it. Okay, so yes, he's preparing the public. Okay. Has Trump, now this is the other interesting questions. Oh, guys, I'm gonna ask the question next about Putin's response. Has Trump coordinated with Putin his response about the Trump Tower meeting? Adoption. Okay, this is the interesting question. But I wanted to also bring up this other question that I'm going to ask after this one, because I think it's connected. Have you seen that Rand Paul is going to go get surgery in Canada? I'm having this feeling, guys. I could be totally wrong. Maybe it's just because I want to laugh. I feel like Rand Paul is going to escape. Like, don't you think it's weird that at this moment in time, you're going to go do surgery in Canada? I think he has money. I think it's not like he couldn't afford for a hernia. It's not like he's, has some rare disease that he needs to be with a specialist on something. So he's going to Canada. And I think about it, guys. Don't you think it's a little strange that you're going to go to, like, being a congressperson is a moment in history. You're going to go all the way to a foreign country to do this surgery where you can afford it. I mean, you're not poor. I think he comes from money, but he could afford it. It's not like he can't do some surgery. And I'm like, dude, I kind of feel like he's going to either go to Canada to meet some Russian, or he's going to just legit escape. Okay? Let's just see. I want to know. I want to know. Let me just ask now because this is the thing, guys. It's so obvious, right? He works for the Russians, and I was trolling the wife. I was like, "You're a very attractive woman. Well, how do you feel about your husband having, interest in teenage boys? That must be why. That must be why, don't you think? You're very attractive. There's life after this. Are you sure you want to be remembered? Do you want your children to remember? Do you want your children to be known as children of traitors? No, no. You could get a divorce and start over." So anyway, yeah, like guys, forget about not to say the thing. It's like not to say exactly. He's always like, socialism. No, I'm a libertarian. I think everybody should be killed, except the Koch brothers and my friends. So, so anyway, you know what I mean? It's like the whole thing is very strange. Okay, so let's see here. What's going on with Rand Paul? Huh? Huh? Okay, what's going on with Rand Paul? What's the story about Canada? What the hell is going on here? So, wow. So, guys, okay, this is a little strange. So I see him leaving. Okay, he's saying goodbye. He's like, "Hi, honey. See you later." Okay, he's like, he's going with his little suitcase, just symbolizing the travel. But it shows, guys, inside the suitcase there are documents. So he is desperate. He feels that if his schedule, he has some, his doctor's like, yeah, maybe I should do this surgery, whatever. Okay, he's like, whatever. So the surgery, oh, I have to do surgery. So then he's like, oh, I'm very smart. I have to do service. I'll go to Canada. Yeah, there you go. Right. So this is it. So he's like, this is perfect. So he's planning to just do this thing. He's gonna go, the wife, she's looking at him like kind of scared, like she knows what's going on. He goes with a suitcase, but like I said, I think the suitcase is symbolic. That has a lot of papers on it. Okay. So what it suggests to me is that he knows and I feel like, guys, he knows he's being followed here in the US. He knows the FBI is breathing down his neck. I've seen these movies where like, hey, what you doing? Have you seen the movie, The Sopranos? Remember The Sopranos, where the FBI's wanted to flip several people to show up? Remember the woman who was Drea DiMatteo? They would show up everywhere. They're like, hey, what are you doing today, huh? Where are you going? What's up? So it's like everywhere he goes, he sees these people who are like, tailing him, not just tailing him, but really like breathing down his neck and asking him to either flip and just telling him like being very tough. So he knows, he's like he can't, he wakes up in the middle of the night, he's very scared, okay? And then he's like, he knows somehow, I feel like he knows what's coming somehow, or he has information he wants to give the Russians. Okay. I thought he was gonna leave, but it shows that he wants to give information. He carries this thing on his, he really, I think he prints stuff out. And it sounds kind of dumb, but it's pieces of paper. That's what I get. So he could have scanned it. He could know, but he carries these things because I guess he doesn't trust computers. I don't know, right? Because I understand maybe everything is whatever, what do you call it? There's like everything is super hacked, but he puts his stuff on his suitcase. He goes over there to deliver these documents, and then boom, what happens? What happens? Huh? What happens is handcuff time. Got arrested on the way to meet the Russians. Handcuff time. Rand Paul got arrested when he was going to meet the Russians. So this is what it looks like, guys. So he crosses the border. He goes over there. He's like, oh, drink a little cup of coffee, my little suitcase, and so and and it shows there. I don't know where he is exactly, where he's arrested. Whatever, and it's not a big city where he wants to go. It's not like Montreal or Vancouver or something. It's like some small place. Okay, that he's driving. Oh, here I am. Great, Canada looks great. I love it. Yeah, there he is. And then, because of course, Canada's also following him and stuff. So then I think either like some sort of truck stop. You're driving and there's like somewhere like kind of small, and then if you're like, agent such and such, and then like he's handcuffed. Put your hands behind your back. So this is, and then it shows on the news, Congressman, what's his name? I already forgot his name. I care about him so much. Congressman Rand Paul was arrested with a suitcase with documents he wanted to give the Russians. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Here, this is the news today. So really, guys, it shows, and they're like, oh, look at that bitch. Bitch. Use his documents, huh? What is this from? Oh, Judiciary Committee? Or whatever. It's just some documents. I don't know about what. It's like some big things, okay? So guys, it's just very interesting, okay? So this is it, okay? Oh, there's a real. Oh my gosh! Just like imagine. Oh my God, it'd be so cool. Oh my God, this is like great TV show. Imagine TV show. It's me and with like a Violet, I don't know who, but it was like, there we are. Huh? Get him, huh? Rose, get him. No, she doesn't talk like that. She's very sweet. But imagine we'll go, investigators go get Rand Paul. We'll pick up signals. You see it? Where is he? Rand Paul. Oh my God, so funny. But anyway, so this is what I think, guys. Can you imagine? It sounds like I mean, sometimes, guys, it's almost like I'm on drugs. I'm not on drugs. I don't do drugs, But this is so crazy, and it was kind of crazy adventure. That's what, because I really believed that he was gonna fly. I was like, he's gonna go over there. He's gonna get some jet or something. He's gonna escape to Russia. That's what I thought. I was like, he's going away. He's going to Russia. But no. He's giving the Russians documents, and that's how they have other reasons to catch him for espionage. They already have evidence, but hey, we caught him in action. Yeah, there he is, caught him in action. Oh. And it's possible, guys, that it doesn't even become news until for a little while. They don't want too much scandal, so they get his lawyer, they whatever, going to transfer. Where is it? What's it recovering? Yeah, where? FBI facility. Yeah, FBI. So, and I see, guys, interesting, because I see the Russians for some reason, and I don't know if it's true, but the Russians are expected to, oh my God, interesting. Ontario, see, oh my God, I'm very good. Ontario, I don't know what that is, so that must be. It's a place I don't know. Huh? Oh my God. So what was very interesting here, guys, is that the Russians were expected to meet him. They were waiting. They kind of knew he was coming, and they were able to watch him being arrested. Okay. So very interesting. It's I think it's on the West Coast. For some reason, I'm getting he is on the West Coast. I could be totally wrong, but I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe I don't know why, but I could be totally wrong. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter exactly. It's not about the location. But what is weird here, guys, is that this is the thing. It's like but I don't know. Like I said, it's not that the Russians were in the neighborhood where they saw him, but for some reason they're able to find out that he didn't make it. It's because he was caught. Okay. And he was already, I see him like on the phone, like trying whatever way, whatever. Oh, sorry. I don't know, guys. Whatever way he was trying to tell him, like, I'm, being followed. He didn't say, hey, Rash, I'm being followed. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you see what I mean? I feel like Rand Paul is really very nervous. He knows, but I think not just he knows that stuff is coming. He can tell there's something is changing, but also because he feels he's being followed, and there's agents talking to him like, hey, I noticed a tweet yesterday, huh? That's interesting. Do you remember Robert Hansen? Yeah, he's at ADX Florence right now. Did you know that? Interesting, huh? Huh? So, because they're very, like I said, guys, it's like kind of harsh. Like, I mean, not that you would have to be, you would have to be harsh, right, for what he's doing. But he, somehow, like I said, before about him, he's like, he's so entitled. He feels like he's like mama, I'm mama's boy, but like a silver spoon kind of person. He doesn't, nothing happens to me. I'm very special. I'm very special. So okay, so this is it. I think he's caught going to Canada, or like right there. He's arrested and he's like, transported back to the US, and he's like, okay, go get your lawyer. Say goodbye to your wife, bitch. We're gonna debrief. So it, because what I sense here, guys, and I said this before, is that when some of these arrests or whatever happens, it kind of happens at the same time, or there's just a sense of like, it has to be fairly coordinated. So, so wow, this is crazy, huh? Crazy informations. Oh my God. But I guess I feel like it happens afterwards. Okay, so how, for example, I think a lot of times they catch, they catch these people, and then they're like, they kind of interrogate them for a while, and they say, for example, what does they say? It's like, then you have time to kind of make it look good, so that it's not like it's really like, hey, there's a mugshot of Rand Paul, No, it's not going to be like that. I think there's going to be some respectful, but they're not going to, guys, it's not going to be in public like that, but behind the scenes it's going to be very tough. But when we just let, we'll let you have a front, we'll let you say goodbye to your family, we'll let you whatever, and then they're going to do it, okay? But I think, guys, they're like me. They're like me. They're like, that guy's going away. They're like, wake up. That bitch is going to fly over to Moscow. Let's go get him. Let's go get him now. So because guys, it's so interesting, right? Let's go get him. Come on. He's going away. So guys, wow, crazy. My God, Jesus Christ. Okay. Damn. Okay. Oh my God, it's intense today, huh? So many questions. I have 18 minutes, so plenty of question times. Okay, guys. Oh my God. Okay, too many questions. Too many questions. Huh. Wendy, I know it was you. I know it was you who provided the suitcase for Rand Paul. Yeah. Just anyway. So, guys. Okay. Oh my God, it's too many questions. Okay. So, okay, now even harder questions now. Okay, so do you want to know about turtle sodomy? Turtle sodomy case. Yeah. Turtle sodomy. There is also the Trump coordinating meeting, Trump Tower. I think we know that, okay? The Trump Tower meeting I coordinated with Putin. But this is the thing, guys. I think I've already asked. Andy, I know. You gave a suitcase for him. So he, and okay, let's just So constitutional scholar, Harvard law professor. Okay, here. Harvard law professor confirms one. Trump is likely under investigation for treason. The maximum sentence is death sentence. Okay. Okay, so let's just say for about treason, then we go turtle sex life. So oh my God. Okay. So then will Trump be, this is the other big question. I asked two big questions today. One was about whether he's a willing Russian agent. Now this, will Trump be charged with treason? Will Jared or anyone else in the administration be charged with treason? Not mentioned on the TV, but like this guy is doing treason. I don't know. And because this guy, he's a Harvard law professor. Okay, so his specialty is long story. But basically, so this guy, Lawrence Tribe, he said something to the effect. Okay, I have a quote here. If Trump turns out to be a secret Russian agent serving the Kremlin's interests at the expense of our national security, as the FBI reasonably suspected by May 2017, then make no mistake, would be talking about treason in all but the narrowest technical sense. Okay. In other words, it's very possible. Okay, so I want to know, is this gonna come out treason, guys? I have a sense. Maybe this one last. I feel like Jared Kushner is gonna be charged with death sentence. He's gonna get a death sentence. I don't know, but let's see. I don't know. Treason. Okay. Okay, so is Trump gonna be charged with treason? If not him, then Jared. I mean Jared. Come on, Jared. Okay, I want to know because he treasons Trump. Gonna charge with treason. Wow, guys, very interesting. So I thought it was a little bit darker, but so so this is interesting. So it shows Mueller. So Trump is sitting on a table like I could be sitting here. So then Mueller comes with the letter. The letter looks like old-fashioned letter, handwritten, looks like the Constitution, and he shows him. He puts in front of him this piece of paper. It says treason. So it shows him treason. So he's so disgusted by him, okay, that he's like shows him the treason thing. But again, it shows that this is given to him as an option. Like if you don't resign, we're gonna put you and this is it. Do you want to sit there, be sitting there, be killed with a electric chair, whatever, okay, or something like that, or you can leave and not have the death penalty. That's kind of now. This is the one part I think. I don't know that in the final thing it suggested treat. I think it just doesn't get death penalty. I think it's mentioned. Okay. Now Jared, I think he gets death penalty. I see, guys. I saw this kind of. It's funny. I don't feel it's a gross image because I think that seems very normal considering what he's done. I think I saw him strapped in a place like I think he's gonna get lethal injection. Okay, Jared. I don't know if it's because I'm obsessed about it. Sometimes I think about it, I'm like, what's he gonna die? And I see, guys, he's okay, I'm gonna say it, okay? I'm gonna say it. It sounds kind of creepy to say this. I see him stripped to his underwear with blindfolds. I think he could be waterboarded, okay? Oh. I'm very against waterboarding. But I don't know if he's being tortured, but he's blindfolded, he's stripped to his underwear. Okay, this is after. When he goes, guys, this is what I said before. When he goes, he never comes back. I don't know where he goes. I don't know where he put him. Okay. So it's like, because, it's very dangerous, right? What he's done. So it shows, like, I see him, he's stripped and he's blindfolded and he's put in this, like, I don't know how, I'm like, oh, it's very exciting. So I feel like, and I don't know if it's true or if it's some sort of torture, like, I think he's strapped to a, it looks like a whole, like a hospital bed or something, those actually looks like a massage table, where he is like lying like this and there's like, he's strapped with like, with those things like a I don't know, like what I would imagine you would give an injection or something. It's not a chair. I thought it was going to be a chair, but it shows that he's lying down on something. I don't know what happens if lethal injection or how you die if you're sitting. But what I saw is that he's not sitting. He's like this, okay? And he's not, it's like he's made, yeah. I don't know. Guys, I don't want to know. I don't really care the details, okay? It's not that, guys, honestly, it doesn't seem bad because it seems like that seems kind of, I'm sorry to say this, God forgive me, but I think it's fair, okay, for what he's done. Okay, I'm sorry, like that's just what it is. He's the most dangerous person, okay? So it's like he's lying on a, I don't know, just see here. Actually, let me look it up. What is like a, that's very, very, very exciting news. Like a lethal injection bed. Okay, how does it work? Oh my God, guys. Oh my God, I have goosebumps all over. Oh my God, it's exactly what I see. Oh my God, I'm like, oh my God. I'm just like, that's crazy. That's exactly what I saw. It was like, oh my God, I'm like so freaked out, guys. I'm so freaked out right now. I have goosebumps because I saw, it was like, oh, it's a bed. It looks like a massage table. It was a flat bed. It's not like a hospital because the hospital is a bit wider. but it's like a little thing, like a massage table, and that's what it looks like with the leather things, the leather things, you know, that go here, here, here. I just looked it up. That's exactly what I. Oh my god, so creepy. Exactly this. Oh, let me show you guys. Oh my, this, it looks like this one because it was a dark thing, you know, the. Oh my god. Oh my god, what? Oh my god. Oh my, okay. Oh my god, yes. This, okay, let me show you. Here's the link. Here's the link. Okay. I don't know. Do you see the link? This is it. You can click on it if you want to see the where Jared is going. Yeah, that's exactly that, guys. Those straps, because he couldn't move. That was the thing, and I think he even gets a thing on the eye. Oh my god. Oh my god. This, I'm like, I told you guys, I'm like so freaked out because I can't. It was exactly what I saw, and I was like, oh, let me look it up because, you know, who knows? I thought it was, or I thought lethal injection was like sitting, but no, it's like, I'm like so freaked out, guys. I think I'm psychic. I think I am. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm psychic, huh? It's like, what's the. Oh my god. Anyway, but it was very exciting. But guys, it honestly makes, it's going to sound so horrible what I'm going to say, but it makes me feel better. Okay, it makes me feel better just because it's like some sort of form of it's a very vivid way to see some sort of justice. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, it's just like that's what it is. Like, okay, so there's treason. That's treason. That's it. Okay. Ivanka, I had to have party, huh? For I'm sorry to say this. I'm sorry, God. Okay, I'm a human. Forgive me. Forgive me. So, oh my God, I can't even. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, wow. Okay. Change the subjects. Now let's go, guys. You know, can you believe it's like a drug? I go to different places to experience different things. So now let's go to turtle sex life. Turtle sodomy. Wow. Okay. Turtle sodomy. Okay. So all right. So okay. All right. Okay. Now here, let's find out. There is some information online that says Mitch McConnell, aka Turtle, was discharged from the army in the 60s because of sodomy charges. Is this true? Could this be what the Russians have on him? What do they have? I mean, guys, I don't really care, honestly, that he had a boyfriend. You know, it actually seems kind of wrong that he was, you know, I wish that he could accept, there was room for him to be who he is, okay? Oh, and there's somebody, guys, I wanted to say this. If you haven't noticed, somebody, I want to say her name because, you know, those crazy right-wing people are shady. Somebody in the group mentioned in the comments that she's from the area, and she said that where he is from, everybody knows that he's gay and that he has a boyfriend, like an assistant that he's always with, okay? So this is not new, but what the hell, okay? What the hell? Okay, so tell me, Turtle, what happened? What happened? Guys, you know, my God, you know, you know, I've said, sometimes I say this, like these readings, sometimes it helps humanize the people, and it's the first time I see him as human, okay? This is it's kind of sad, okay? I'll tell you what happened. So there he was, you know, some sort of training. I think he was in a training camp. Like, it wasn't like, I mean, not that I don't know anything. Actually, no. I guess if you're in the army, you're always training, right, for something, or okay. So I see that he's in some sort of like barracks, or like they were not camping, not camping, but whatever you do in the jungle thing, whatever you call it, that they were training, and oh my God, so sad. There was this guy there, okay, and he loved this guy. He loved this guy. He was in love with the guy. He was in love with him. He really was, and he was like, he was so beautiful. And he was just like, I can't believe that he liked me, and he's just so handsome and so perfect. And so the guy is this very handsome, dark-haired guy, kind of darkish, like just shows as a kind of like a very yeah, what is it called? It reminds me of Don Draper, that type, very handsome, dark, kind of like dark hair and stuff. And so he was in love with this guy, and he was like, like, oh my God, he's just so in love when they were, this was happening. And this training thing, it was at night. It was raining a little bit. And then there's a lantern, not a lantern, you call it the flashlight. Okay. And they were caught. And it was so traumatic for him. Boot camp, that's right. And they were caught and it was like the flashlight, okay? And so all these things happen, and he doesn't quite know what happened. It happened so quickly, and he still has the memory of this guy, okay, of that happened, and he's so sad about it. So this is the other sad thing, guys, okay? So then, okay, so guys, it's almost like I feel like literally it's like movie channels, my head like that. So then, so sad, like he always loved this guy, and he died in Vietnam. Okay, the guy continued, I think. I'm not sure the other guy left, okay? He continued in the army, I believe, and he died in Vietnam. So he was very sad that the love of his life died in battle, okay? So anyway, so that's the story. Now ends there. Now it shows the thing about the Russians, though. I feel like they may have a few more things about gays, but it's more than that. Okay, I think because they went through the emails, remember? So it's like, I think it's the voting. I remember I told you this before. This big secret for the Republicans is the voting record. And oh my God, what's coming to me? It's kind of, oh my God, I don't even want to go there. It's like to open a whole this is another time for it. And I kind of like freaks me out too much to look into this. Remember the whole thing with Bush and the election of Al Gore and all those things. Okay, I think at the core of what the Russians really have on him is not the gay stuff, okay? Is the stuff related to the big secrets of the GOP, which is the voting stuff, how they change the voter suppression, but also, what is it called? I feel like they're just it's like the dark side of the GOP. I mean, not that they only have one dark side, and they all like have the dark side. But like I was saying, guys, I think the gay thing is minor. What is really damaging here is the stuff related to it's the mafia related to the voting thing, election fraud. And immediately as I was thinking this, guys, this is why I was telling you that I don't even want to go into this. Sometimes I go through like Twitter, whatever it details. Somebody, I don't know who it was, okay? Somebody put this thing about this guy who died in an airplane crash in 2008. And the guy who died in this airplane crash in 2008 was supposedly a book. I'm sorry, I'm reading here your comment. It was this guy on the article, it said famed Republican IT specialist died in an airplane crash. And apparently people had warned him to not fly his own airplane or something, because it had been sabotaged a couple times. They found materials that suggested sabotage. Okay, so this is it, guys. It's the darkest of the darkest stuff about what they've done for the voting. In different I don't know what it is. In different contexts, different things about the voting strategy, something like that. Okay, and this is it. Okay, because I feel like he's old enough, and people know about him being gay. This is not. It's not it necessarily. It would be maybe a little harmful or something. I feel like he doesn't really care about that quite as much. But what it really shows, guys, is the voter thing. This is it, okay? And like I'm telling you guys, it's not, the gay stuff is really relatively minor. What I'm talking about here, minor, isn't in their mind. What really stresses out Mitch McConnell is the secrets about voting, election fraud. It's like a mafia, guys. It really is like like not a dirty thing. How do I explain it? It's really like you know what? It's like a secret society that's closer than a mafia. It's like these people who know these secrets that are very, 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 very dangerous secrets, okay? And nobody should know, because it would be like the end of everything. Like that would end their political career. Being gay, it's like, well, could deny it or could say whatever, but this is huge. That's what it shows, okay? And that's what really the Russians really have. I mean, they help them. I mean, think about it. I've read this before, that the Russians, once they're like, oh yeah, work together. But once you work with them, they have the knowledge. You committed crimes. So they could be like, well, look, you work with us, so we could tell. If you don't do what we want, we're gonna go rat you out, okay? So this is it, okay? It's not the gay stuff. It's the voting thing. No, gerrymandering is minor, not necessarily gerrymandering is relatively minor compared to this. Is like, is the stuff okay, guys? I don't want to get, because it's kind of I don't want to like look into this too much. Just I'm talking about Bush versus Gore. What is Bush versus Gore? Let's get real, okay? What's happening in Florida, okay? So this is it, okay? It's not gerrymandering, it's relatively, because I still show guys there are layers of voter suppression. The first, what we see is gerrymandering, okay? What we see is gerrymandering is like not preventing people from getting into the voting section. But what we're talking about here is the hardcore stuff, where they actually change the votes, where it's actually illegal. Like truly, this stuff they could argue, no, it's not what they're doing. No, it's, they find ways to make it legal. That's one thing. But the other, what I'm suggesting here is something else, is really the true hardcore theft of, not theft even, they change the voting machine, whatever, it's all of the stuff that changes the results of this. So it's not, it's more, guys, it's more than anything, because it's not just their secrets, but it's a secret that affect the country. It's one thing to have your secrets, like for example, these shows that I see, they watch, oh, they killed somebody, whatever. I'm not saying that it obviously is a minor to kill somebody, but what it suggests here is that it's it's something that like the crime they committed affects the entire, not just the entire country, but the destiny of the country. You know what I mean? No, yeah, and I think it's on a local level, on other different kinds of levels, but it's just like, it's just really, but it's like, it shows the guys, it's like some sort of secret thing, where they know what to do, they share it with each other, but it's super secretive, obviously, right? It's not like, right? So this is it. It's extremely secretive, because it I don't know, it's like there's people in different states that do it, there's the names of people. This is the other thing I think the Russians know, okay, the people who have done it. It's not just because some of the Russians have worked with some of them, but because they found this list. Okay, so hot information, huh? I thought last one was hot. This one is crazy. Whew. Wow, my God, you guys, I have to stop. It's too much. Wow, oh my God, guys, can you imagine? And I'm like thinking of Jared lethal injection. I hope I'll be able to sleep tonight. Nightmare. But actually, guys, I'm sorry to say, like I said, it gave me a sense of comfort to know that there's some sort of, this is just a very graphic thing. I showed you, right? That table, I'm like looking at it now. A very graphic way of understanding that there is some sort of justice, okay? There's an ending, yeah. And I don't think it's going to be that old, okay? It's going to go pretty fast. It's not going to be waiting too long. We'll have an injection for him. Oh my God, can you imagine? Wow, I'm like, damn. Wow, I can't imagine. Wow. Can you imagine, guys? Wow. I didn't even ask about Nate. Oh my God, there's so many questions. So guys, okay, so I was gonna say I'm posting here. I'm posting the link to the bed or whatever. So I have it. So anyway, but what I want to say before I go, we have to go now. I'm going. But what I was gonna say, guys, is that tomorrow, I mean, I have yeah. Tomorrow I'm definitely gonna come back. Okay, tomorrow we'll have a lot to talk about. This is gonna be one of those times where I feel like Yeah, of course we will. Otherwise, he will not get little injection. Yeah, we're gonna know. We're gonna know. Okay. So otherwise, right? So tomorrow, I think it's gonna be tomorrow and then Friday, like on the a roll because we have many questions. Wow, amazing. So my God, damn. Stop saying. Oh my, I just want to say, I don't be annoyed, but Trump is not walking away. Let me just put this again. And this is one of the items I want you to tattoo in your head. Trump is not going away, guys. Okay, he's not going away. He's not walking away. So I'm telling you, he's going to go to some sort of prison, but he's not walking away. He's not going to get death sentence, but he's not walking away. Don't worry. Okay, I've said this before. Okay. All right. So tomorrow I'm here, the same location, same time, same location. Okay. Okay. Bye.